Good Tuesday afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Keely Chalmers with a look at your forecast for the week, for the weekend, and a bit of a change as we head into next week. But temperatures, yeah, we're warming up well above normal for this time of the year. Our normal high, I want to point out, 61 degrees as of today. And the temperatures climbing into the 70s. We're looking at temperatures much warmer than normal all the way through our 7-day forecast. We do have the potential for some record-breaking warmth as well, at least record-tying warmth this Saturday. We'll talk about that in just a second. Let's take you outside for a beautiful shot. This is a live look out over Grand Lake, where we do have some clouds, a little bit of a mid-level moisture element to our forecast for today. We've got dry air at the surface, so we're not seeing any type of precipitation, just a little bit of moisture in the middle layers of the atmosphere, and that is bringing us some cloud coverage. But we're still getting some sunshine outside, and that's going to get us up to about 73 for a high this afternoon. We're already up to 71 degrees. At DIA, winds are light. Those winds will pick up a bit as we head into the afternoon hours. We'll talk about gusts up to 20-25 miles per hour. Expect even stronger winds tomorrow, where we could see gusts again 35-40 miles per hour, not just across the plains, but even across the urban corridor. So again, expect a breezy day tomorrow, just a slight breeze this evening. Current temperatures, we're looking at 60s and 70s across the plains, 79 already in Ray. We're at 77 in Sterling. Greeley checking in at 71, 73 in Fort Collins, and temperatures up in the high country, mainly in the 40s and 50s. Today, partly cloudy. Your forecast for the metro area, again, turning breezy this afternoon. Those winds out of the west-northwest gusting up to 25 miles per hour. And our forecast high around 73 degrees, so we'll likely get that in the next couple of hours. Forecast highs across the plains, 70s, even some 80s down across the southeast corner of the state. And again, temperatures topping out in the 40s and 50s up in the high country. Do you want to talk about some high fire danger? This is actually expanded. This red flag warning was just for Weld and Logan counties, but you can see it has expanded down, including the metro area, for those winds gusting today up to about, again, as I mentioned, 25 miles per hour. But tomorrow, that's when those winds are really going to start gusting, and it is going to be dry. So the danger for a fire starting with just a simple spark increases this evening and through the day tomorrow. We also have a fire weather watch for parts of the southern mountains. We're talking about the San Luis Valley, as well as Walsenburg, where gusts up to 35 miles per hour and humidity down to about 13% will increase the potential for wildfires in that area as well. Current winds, again, not too bad around the metro area, although Centennial reporting winds about 20 miles per hour. Still getting some strong winds up across the northeast, and we'll put our wind gust forecast into motion. And again, yeah, 25, 30 plus mile per hour winds this evening up across the northeast corner of the state, 22 miles per hour here in the metro area. This is 7 o'clock tonight, and of course we're talking about 40 plus miles per hour in the foothills, the usual spots where we do see that strong downsloping winds. That's what we're going to see, is those downsloping winds increasing along the foothills and kicking up those winds out across the northeast. Kind of a northwesterly flow associated with this system as we head into tomorrow. Again, starting the day off with some lighter winds, but those winds really picking up. This is about 4:30 tomorrow evening, or tomorrow afternoon rather, and we can see those winds 30 plus miles per hour, and not just across the plains, but that does include the I-25 corridor. So we're talking 27 miles per hour in Littleton, close to 30 mile per hour wind gusts here in Denver. That goes into Arvada, Boulder, and certainly 40 plus to 50 mile per hour wind gusts in the foothills. So the fire danger for the next couple of days with the warm weather, the low humidity, and those strong winds will increase. And of course, we will keep tracking that. Taking a live look at our radar. Quiet out across the state as a ridge of high pressure builds in. We do have some moisture moving in, some heavy rain, snow up across the northwest, as well as a fast moving storm moving across the northeast regions of the country, where we're getting several inches of snow. So expect some travel impacts up across the northeast. Something you might want to check if you're heading to the airport anytime soon and plan on a trip up to the northeast regions of our nation, and you might run into some
traffic delays due to the snow in that area. Again, a quick moving storm, but will likely have an impact for today. Futurecast for Colorado, we're looking again just those mid-level clouds moving through. Possibly a chance for an isolated shower or flurry up across the northern mountains with that moisture again moving through. It's just a weak system to the north of us, but not really seeing any impacts with those snow showers or really the clouds. We're just again a little bit cooler with the cloud coverage, but still temperatures climbing up into the 70s, well above normal for this time of the year. Tonight, dry and breezy, partly cloudy, overnight lows dropping down to about 40 degrees. Those winds out of the west-northwest, again gusting up to 25 miles per hour. Do want to point out that tonight marks the first 7:30 p.m. sunset of the year, so those days getting a little bit longer. It seems like it's nice to have that sunshine after 7 o'clock in the evening, although if you have to work in the morning show, it's always a little bit tough because no one wants to go to bed when the sun's out. But again, always nice to see that sunshine. Mostly sunny tomorrow, breezy, elevated fire danger. We talked about that. We do have those fire weather alerts out. We'll continue to see if they expand. They have expanded since this morning, so we will keep you updated on those fire weather, red flag warnings, fire weather watches. But again, no question, those winds are going to be picking up. It is going to be dry out there. It's going to be warm, so the danger for a wildfire to start with even a simple spark increases this evening through the day tomorrow. 71 degrees, your forecast high for tomorrow. That ridge of high pressure is a broad one and amplified one moving in over the western half of the country through really the weekend. Kind of flattening a bit on Saturday into Sunday, where we do have some changes. But as we take a look at our 7-day forecast, again, the big story tomorrow will be 73, but breezy with those winds gusting up to 35 miles per hour. 71 rather, with breezy with those winds gusting up to 35 miles per hour. A little bit cooler on Thursdays. We have a weaker system moving through, 67 degrees, but still well above our normal high of 61. And then Friday we really start to warm up. We're looking at a high right around 80 degrees. Not quite record, at least it doesn't look like now. The record is 85 degrees. That was set back in 2023. Also set in 2023 was the record 85 on Saturday, and our forecast high would tie that current record. We do have a system moving in on Sunday. It's going to cool us off a few degrees, but still quite warm, 77 degrees. We do have some afternoon storms moving in and a chance for some rain, potentially even some snow here at the lower elevations. Just a slight chance on Monday. Cold front associated with that system also dropping those temperatures. We're going to top out right around 60 degrees on Monday. That is a quick look at your forecast on this Tuesday afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. We will keep you updated on the winds, the fire danger. Again, these fire alerts, the red flag warnings expanding since this morning. So the concern again will be the low humidity, the warm weather, those strong winds. Again, all it takes is a little spark, a simple spark, to create a fast-moving wildfire. In the meantime, get outside, enjoy the sunshine and the very pleasant temperatures. We'll be with you throughout the evening here on 9 News Plus and the 9 News family of networks to keep you updated on the forecast. Thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Have a great day.